So last week we did subquery, right? Now can someone tell me when to use, where to use subquery? What is the concept of subquery? Anyone? How and where to use subquery? Can someone tell me? Do you guys remember subquery or not? Solve this question number 3. This is based on the transaction table that we did. Question number 3. Do you have this PDF? Question number 3 you need to solve. And tell me the query. Why is it taking so much time? Question number 3. Only one person has solved it. And whether it is correct or not, even I don't know. So Guys, what's the scene like? Only two people are able to give the query. What about others? Why is this taking so much time? I mean, is this a difficult question or what? Just give me the query. Just okay. Solve question number 5. Solve question number 5. It is based on the same data. Solve question number 5 now. You guys know we did the subquery, right? So it is based on subquery only. Question number 5.
What will be the like most recent transaction? One day or as in how many days can we take?
Find all the transactions where the product purchased was the same as the product purchased in the most recent transaction. So like whatever the latest product purchased, what does it say? Let me read once again. Find all the transaction where the product purchase. So for you need to find the product purchase in the most recent transaction, and you need to find those transaction where product purchase is this product.
So most recent transaction, like what will be the range? How would we take the range key? It is going to be one day or two.
Think the variables which are given in the data set. See the data set.
Order date. Saved in our.
Yes, so think how can you find the most recent transaction date?
Okay.
Anyone who is able to solve the question? Question number. What if there are 3 transactions in December? How will you determine that whether you are use when you are using extract, it is the most latest transaction? You are just extracting the transactions which happened in December. But what if there are 50 transactions in December? How will you identify the most recent one? I want your approaches. I mean, you should think, tell, write. This is the part where you will learn SQL. I'm telling you, where you will think at this point that what you need to do, what you need to get. Okay. Select whatever transfer or rate is equal to. Okay. Still, Supriya, there is something wrong. Your query is correct partially, but something is wrong. Jagatesh, your select city. Jagadesh, same issue with your code as well. You are extracting December. Okay. But what if there are multiple transactions in December? So how will you determine which one is the latest? Read the question. Question says that find all the transactions with the product purchase was the same as the product purchase in the most recent transaction. Which is the how will you identify the most recent transaction? Think, guys, think. I want don't worry, give wrong answers, totally fine. You will learn through this only. Okay. But I want your responses, your approaches, what you are thinking right now in mind. Do post that. I want to see that.
I'm
Others also.
extracting last date of transaction, like what was the most recent transaction that happened.
Okay, you picked out the product name from transactions where order date is equal to the recent transaction, correct?
Hmm.
Now let's read the question. It says where product purchased was the same as the product purchased in the most.
Okay.
Right now, what you're doing, you're
I'm
filtering
just.
out the most recent transaction, the
Mm-hmm.
product in the most recent transaction. There is something wrong. You don't need that. You didn't something else.
Okay.
So, Priya, your query where transaction ID is equal to no, your query is also wrong. I mean, you're thinking right, Priya, but something is wrong. While using aggregate function is subquery, no problem, it's fine. This is a medium level question, so it's fine. It you may not solve it in first go. It's fine. Select product name. Something is wrong, Ayush. I mean, you have got the logic, but still your query will not give the correct answer. There is something wrong. Okay, let's come here. Let's see that. What is the problem? So what most of you guys are doing is you are saying that please guys stop coding now. Please focus here. What most of you are doing, let me just pick a code from the chat. For example, let's say This one. Most of you are doing this. Like either you are using Max or you're using that. Select product name. Okay. Uh, Product name from transactions where order date is equal to the most. So first of all, tell me, how will you find the most recent date from the data set? How can you find the most recent date from the data set?
Order
I
by
do
date.
by order by
One
using
method
order
is
by
this: select
or
order
max
date from
function.
transactions, order by this, limit one. Okay. One method is this, or you can simply use select max of order date. Okay. Whichever method you use, you will get the most recent order date. Right? Does this make sense? Now let's read the question first of all. First, let's bring the question here and try to break it. What does it mean? Find all the transactions where the product purchased was the same as the product purchased in the most recent transaction. Okay. So what you're doing right now, can someone tell me what is the problem with this code that I've written?
So all laptops that has been purchased needs to be
No.
like
Can someone tell me?
what is the product name has to be taken as most recent transaction. Like,
So right now what is happening, you are taking out those product transactions which happened on the order date, on the maximum, right? So
Mhm.
technically what is this, that you will pick the maximum uh, date from this particular data. For example, let's say I sort this data, select star from transactions underscore payment, order by order underscore date descending. Okay, let's say this is my query. So what you're doing right now, you're picking this row. Check this. So what you're doing here, it is exactly the same thing, that you're picking the product name which has happened in the most recent. This is the most recent date, right? And what is the product name here? Laptop. And what you're doing here, select product name from transactions where order date is equal to the most recent date. Do you agree or not?
Yes.
Anyone? Any? Right?
Hmm.
One data might come. There can be multiple data. What if there are multiple products bought on the same date? But read the question. Question says, find all the transactions where product purchased was the same as the product purchased in the most recent transaction. Okay. Can
Hmm.
someone tell me the difference now?
We can use in condition
No, no.
there.
First, tell me the difference between what we are doing right now and what is being asked in
It is only selecting one product at, like if there are multiple product it won't select.
multiple product on the max on the recent date.
Yeah, multiple product
No,
on
no,
the.
no. That is not the difference. Something else. Read it. Read it once again. Find all the transactions. Let's come here. Find all the transactions where product purchased was the same as the product purchased in the most recent transaction.
So
So if
first we have to take out like what all product is purchased,
yes,
and then we have to
first you need
take
to
all
find,
the transaction which is having all those product name.
yes, exactly. You need to find product purchased in the most recent transaction. Okay, in most recent transaction. Okay, let's say these product need come to be A, B, and C. Okay. Then what you need to do? Select star from transaction where product is equal to A or B or C. Do you guys understand this now? First of all,
Yes.
there can be multiple rows in the maximum date. That is not the filter. The constraint is you need to find all the transactions where product name purchase. Like this is little bit complicated English. I mean, not complicated in English, but just to you need to break it what they are exactly asking, right? That's why there your comprehension also comes in play. That what you're understanding. Find all the transactions where the product purchased. Okay, so this is the first part. This is the first part was the same as the product purchase in the most recent transaction. Okay, so technically, what how to write this query? So to write this query, I need to do select product from transactions underscore payment. Okay, where product is equal to this is equal to, or you can say product in most products purchased in most recent transaction. Can you say this? Tell me. Does this query make sense? I mean, I'm not written the complete query, but does this make sense? Yes or no? Everyone clear with this part or not? Tell me.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so what do I need to find? I need to find products purchased in the most recent transaction because remaining query I have. Okay. So what will I do? How will I find the product purchased in the most recent transaction? I will do that. So how so what do I need? I need product that is purchased in the most recent transaction. So I will say let's do select. Okay. Product uh product underscore name from transactions payment. Okay. Now I need to find the most recent transaction. So I can do two ways. One, I can say where order underscore date is equal to what?
Extract month 12.
Is equal to select max of order underscore date from transactions payment. Think this. Does this make sense? So what is happening? I have used subquery. So this is the place where I've used subquery. Subquery I have not used here. Subquery I've used here. Or there is another way to do this. So this is one way. Second way to do this is using limit. What will I do? I will say select product name from transaction order by order underscore date descending limit 1. But again, this limit 1 is not the right solution. Why?
Uh, because it will give only the maximum by any one transaction by any one user, or like the only one output it will give.
So don't, like, I just want the maximum. Won't it give me the maximum?
Yes, but it will give you only a single maximum. There can be like many of them which
Yes. So
have the
there can be
same.
multiple products on the latest date, right? What if the person, there are multiple people who have bought products on the
Yeah,
recent date? So it will give only one product, but
one
you need
product.
the list of all products. So this is not a universal solution. Universal solution is this. Okay. Tell me, guys, is it clear or not? Anyone, any doubt? I'm just pasting the query in the chat box for question number 5, but still let me know. See, this thing will come when you think. It will take time. Don't worry about that. But you should like expose yourself to different type of problems. Then only you will understand it. So first, I needed to find the product in the most recent. So what was my objective? I needed to find where product in the products in the most recent transaction. Okay, this is what I needed. So how did I get the product in the most recent transaction? I said select product name from transaction payment where order date is equal to the maximum order date which is present in the table, and through this I got all the product names. Is it clear, guys? Don't just accept whatever I'm saying, try to comprehend as well. If there is some doubt, let me know. Product underscore name. Now you can use distinct here to get only the distinct values. Are we good? No one is speaking today. I mean, are you guys not able to understand or it is going above your head? Let me know, please. There is only one subquery. There is only one subquery. There is no subquery inside subquery. This is not a subquery where product name in this. This is not a subquery, right? This we anyways do where product name in this. We have just
Basically, two where clauses like in the first where it is the where for in the main query where we
yes.
are selecting the product name is what do you want the product name criteria, and the criteria is defined in the subquery of the select
Suppose
product name.
let's say I had this where product name in laptop and mobile. Okay.
Hmm.
Suppose I want this to be dynamically here because I don't know now which all products are there in the most recent date. I need to get this value dynamically. So what I'm doing, I'm using this to get it dynamically. There is only one subquery here. It's just that in the where inside where clause there is another clause. Inside that I'm using a subquery. Confusing?
So this will give like the maximum uh, uh, order date for the products which are either laptop which are or either laptops or the mobile product name.
Which this?
No, like now we added laptop and mobile, right? Product name in so either which are laptop or mobile the product
Yes.
names,
Yes.
that in these two only it will give me the maximum like the order date in these two categories only.
These are not required. We are getting these value from here. This is the right query. That was just I gave an example.
Yeah, but if that was this that way that I was asking, like where in which you added that, na? Huh?
It means that it will return only those products, either laptop or mobile.
Correct, yeah, right.
Let's run this. What
Hmm.
this only gives you those products where it
Yes,
is either laptop or mobile. I
and
need to
if
get
we run
this.
the whole query with the subquery, then like as is.
if you run this,
No. If you keep that thing intact, the laptop and mobile,
you
yeah.
cannot keep this intact, right? I mean, you are getting this value from this code. It will give an error. How can you run all of them together?
Mm,
How can you run this together? Tell me.
no, so I thought that like this subquery. So the it's this product name. So I think it will filter only those which will be in the product names will be laptop and mobile, and it will give the transactions which are of the the max order date for these two categories only. Is what I'm thinking. Maybe
No,
I'm
no,
wrong.
you're thinking wrong. You're thinking wrong.
Yeah.
First of all, this is not. This is just an example.
Okay.
What is this giving me? This is giving me those transactions where product name is laptop or
Yes.
mobile.
Right.
Correct?
Hmm.
I need those transactions. Read the question. Question says find all the transactions where the product purchased was the same as the product purchased in the most recent transaction.
Okay. The
So
same.
I need to find product purchased in the most recent transaction. I need to pass it dynamically here instead of static. So how
Yeah.
can I pass that dynamically
That.
here? I need to run a
Correct. Hmm.
subquery here.
Hmm.
Okay. Not a subquery, like I need to run a query inside which there is a subquery.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone, any doubt in this? Is it confusing?
So in this question, aren't we asking like that we want all the transaction where product name is equal to as in
So
whatever
let's
we
just
get
select
after
star.
this
Let's select those
laptop.
select star. Select star from product name, right?
Yeah, as in all transaction which was what the product was purchased on the most recent transaction.
Yes. I needed all the transaction where product name is the product purchased on the most recent transaction date, right? So
Yeah.
which product is purchased in the most recent transaction date? I do not know, right? I want to pass it dynamically. So I am
Mhm.
bringing this part.
Okay.
Guys, ask me if you have questions.
In the output data, there are like 5 dates we can see, and one is from March, one is from June. Like how this
In
is
this,
coming.
in this.
Yes, yes.
So what is the problem with this?
Means these don't look like they are recent.
Read the question. Yeah, I'm just checking. Guys, can someone mute? I think someone has not muted. That's why it's my voice is. Yeah. What does the question say? Anyone else who has doubt that why are we getting order date which are not the maximum ones? Yes, please. Hello.
Hi, Satvik. I'm still not able to understand the question.
What? What you didn't understand?
Question. I mean, what they really they are asking.
When I was asking for last 5 minutes, why didn't you tell me?
I was trying to understand ki, if possible.
Okay. Everyone do one thing. What do you understand by this statement? Write it down in the chat box. Write down properly in chat box what do you understand by this statement. I want from everyone. Write down in chat box. What do you understand by this? This is just an English statement. What do you understand by this statement?
Okay, I got one thing over here. So
Let's go please step by. Let's go step by step, please. First, everyone write down in chat box. What do you understand by this? The fifth statement. Let's go step by step, please. Read this fifth statement. Write down its meaning. What do you understand in chat box? Please, everyone, please write down. No, that is not. Select those products which are purchased recently. No, that is not the correct definition. Read it again. No, finding the product which is recently purchased, that is not the question. This is the problem. This is where you're disconnecting. I'm asking, tell me those products which were purchased. Tell me all the transactions from. Tell me all the transactions from the year in which product purchased was the product that was purchased in this sum. For example, suppose this is the data. Okay, I'm asking you, listen carefully. I'm asking you, tell me those transactions from the data where product purchased, where product name is the. Tell me those So let me just frame it. Tell me those transactions from the table where product name is the product, where product name is in the product purchased in the month of December. What does this mean? Tell me those transactions where product name is the product which are purchased in December. Or
like the question can be as well that give me the transaction where the like give me the transaction with the product that is purchased in December, like kind of the product that is purchased in December, right? I mean, is that right?
sorry?
Am I audible?
Yes.
So so basically So what you just said is like give me the product, like give me the transaction which has the which has any product that is purchased in the month of December.
Yes. Tell me those transactions which have the product which is purchased in December. What will you do? What will be your step of approach?
Mm.
Am I asking products from December, or am I asking transactions from December, or I am asking transactions from the whole data? Tell me
From
this.
December. From December.
Guys, tell me, am I asking from December, or I'm
December.
asking? Listen to me once again. Tell me
Whole
those
data.
transactions where product
Whole data.
name. Please don't speak in between. Just a second. Let me speak.
Hmm.
Tell me those transactions where product name is among the products purchased in December. Tell me those transactions. Listen carefully. Tell me those transactions where product name is among the products purchased in December. Am I asking December only, or am I asking whole data?
You were asking about the whole data which is in December. I
Whole
mean,
data which in December means
product
December
name.
only.
Product name, I mean.
Let's go. Tell me all the transactions from the table. Tell me the transactions in which product name. This is the first part. Okay. Tell me all the transactions where the product purchased was the same as the product purchased in the month of December. Am I asking December, or am I asking whole data?
You're asking the whole data.
Who thinks, first of all, who thinks December only? First, you write one, and who thinks whole data, write two in the chat box. Who thinks it's December, please write one, and who thinks it's whole data, write two. So there is one person who thinks it's December, all other thinks it's. Guys, see, this part is English part, right? Okay. Although I'm trying to explain you in as much as possible, this is something you need to comprehend, because statements can be like this in question. Okay. So let's come here. So find all the transactions. So let's read it. Find all the transactions where the product purchased. This is the first part, right? So what does the first part say? Find all transactions where. The first step is just to find all the transaction technically. Second part says where product is where product. Now there can be two things: where product is purchased in December. So remember, where product is purchased in December, or product is among the list of products purchased in December. The list of products purchased in December.
List, I think. List of, we need
So
it from the list.
yeah, there are two people who were confused, right? One, you
Yeah, I
and
was confused.
you guys tell me whether I'm asking, is the product purchased in December? Tell me all the transactions where product is purchased in December, or tell me all the transactions where product is among the list purchased in December.
Product
in the
among the
list.
list in
List.
December.
Product purchased among the list in December, right?
Hmm.
Now let's come here to the Excel. From this data, do I need to tell the transactions of December, or do I need to tell from the whole data, tell me those transactions where product name, okay, is among the product from the list that is purchased in December? Which is the list purchased in December? This one. Is it right? Which 4 products are purchased in December? These 4 products are purchased. So I need to find those products from the transactions where product name is one of these 4. So which all rows have products one of these 4? One is chair, one is table, then monitor. There is nothing. So this is monitor. Okay. Then cupboard, this is cupboard. So these 4 transactions plus these 4 transactions is what they are asking. They are not asking me the transactions which happened in December. Read the question again now. Find all the transactions where product purchased, this is the first part of the statement, was the same as the product purchased in the most recent transaction.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Now got it. Hmm.
Is it clear,
We-
guys?
Yeah.
So, yeah, please tell me. Shall we move to next question?
Oh, can you go to that slide where you drew the diagram?
Which diagram?
That just now. Yeah, that one. Okay.
Is it clear? Guys, this is total comprehension. This is not some SQL. This is totally comprehension that what is asking in the data. So you need to comprehend it properly. You can be confused with statements like this. It is very common in interviews. Shall we move ahead? Anyone, any further doubt on this question? Guys, abhi nahi bolte ho, fir you tell me 10 minutes later that you didn't understand. Tell me please if you have any doubt right now. We have spent almost 40 minutes on this question, which should not be, but it's fine. I mean, if it's clear now, then it's fine, right? So, but still, if someone has any doubt, don't wait to watch recording or something. Recording, no one watches completely. Even I know that. So please make sure you guys understood this question. If yes, then solve question number 6. Write the code, run it, and check if you're getting the right solution. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
I just wanted to ask for the 5th question that now you give an explanation. You gave us the 2 conditions, first and second. In first, you told that where product purchase is in December. So for that,
I didn't give two conditions. I said one of these are true.
one of
I didn't-
these are true. Yeah. So in the very first, it could have been very simple, right? Where month is equal to December. If you just wanted
That's
to,
the same straightforward question. Tell
yeah.
me transactions where month is December. That's
And
a
in the
pretty
second one, we are just comparing it with the whole table. So in that whole table, we wanted that products which are purchased in December. So that's a completely
Yes.
2 different
We
conditions.
want all the transactions from the table where
Yeah.
products are the products that are purchased in December.
Yep.
Okay. Now please solve the question number 6. Run this, check the query, and tell me if you are getting correct or not. You should be able to validate answer yourself for this one. Tell me through subquery. Don't write normal. Tell me through subquery. How will you write the question number 6 solution using subquery? Please everyone write the query.
Sir, through subquery we have to write that, right?
Yes.
Sir, I have just submitted one query. Can you just check whether it is
Let
right or not?
others let other
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah. Sorry.
Yes, so everyone is correct. The query is right? Okay. Let's move to the next part. So we did few questions on subqueries. I hope it is clear. It will take time to completely get used to it, but once you practice sufficient questions, you will be able to. Now let's understand another concept in subquery. Try it, like, isn't it giving you the right?
I didn't get any data from running that query.
You have
Can you
written
please try
product name
and
equal to, you should write product name in.
I should write. I wrote it.
You have written product name equal to. If there are
Okay.
multiple product, it will not return anything.
Okay. Thank you.
Now let us understand the concept of exist. So this is also part of subquery only. Okay. So let me tell you the format of this. Just give me a second. So exists is also part of subquery. It is just like you do in, right? You write down that product name in. We can use exists as well. Exist has a broader use case, or it can be used in multiple scenarios as compared to in, and it is more program like efficient. I'll tell you why. But let us understand the syntax first. Okay. So it says that, so the syntax looks like you write down a SQL query first. Okay. Suppose you write down select star from table. Okay. Where then you write down n exists, and after that you write down a subquery. Okay. This is the subquery that you write. So how does it work is that it returns all the value when this subquery returns to true. Okay. So whenever so we will write down a condition which will return either true or false. Okay. So whenever this condition returns true, it will run this particular, it will execute this particular statement, and it will give the result. For example, let us say try to understand this with a very simple use case. That suppose we have this particular table. Okay. Suppose I want to return those particular transactions where transaction value is greater than 5,000, let's say, or let's say 10,000. Okay. So generally, how we write down, suppose I have to say give me those transactions where total amount is greater than 5,000. So what will you do? You will do select star from payment underscore transactions where total underscore amount is greater than 5,000. Correct. This is what you do. Transactions underscore payment, I think it's like transactions underscore payment. Okay. So what are we doing here? We are returning all those rows where transaction is greater than 5,000, let's say greater than 10,000, something like that we want to do. So how does it happen? Like, how does it work in the backend? In the backend, it goes to every row and it checks whether this statement is true or false, right? A normal SQL query, how you write? You simply check whether it is greater than, so this is true, for example. So for example, this is true, correct? This is false. Let's say I'm checking with 10,000. Okay. This is true. This is false. So this is also true. Similarly, and wherever you see true, where returns those particular rows. Agreed? Any doubt in this part? It checks row by row which all conditions satisfy this particular filter. It returns those particular rows. Okay. Another way to write this part is using exists. So what happened that you write where exists. This is, or you can use small keyword exists. Inside this, you will, if your SQL query that you are going to write down here, it is going to return even one result. Okay, so basically whatever condition you are going to write down here, it is going to match it from the table. And if it sees any true value, it will return those rows. For false rows, it will not return those false rows. Okay, so technically what is going to happen now, remember, I want transactions which are greater than 5,000. So I will say select star from transactions. Okay, where what is the value? Total underscore amount greater than, let's say, 5,000. Okay, so what is it going to do? It is going to return for those, it is going to return this for those rows where this particular condition is standing to be true. Any doubt, anyone?
This is clear, but if we also run the query without that exist clause, still it will give us the same result right now, right?
Because right now we're talking of a very simple use case. Once we do some complicated use case, you will see the use. Okay, I'm just telling what does exist do.
Yeah.
That after exist, whatever filter you are writing down, okay, if it comes out to be true, it will execute that row. If it does not, it will not execute, right? If you do not, you can also write not exists. So what it will do, it will return something which is not greater than 5,000, correct? Because it is returning true for which rows? It is returning true for those which are less than 5,000. And everyone understood this? Any doubt in this part? Any doubt in this explanation?
No, sir.
Okay, now with this concept, let's try to solve few questions. Okay, this one I explained, first one. Now try to solve this question number 2 using this concept. Find cities. Concept is this much only, that you after exist, I will tell you why exists. Why do we need to learn exist? I will tell you once. First solve question number 2, then I will tell you the importance of exist, why it is better while writing SQL codes. But first solve question number 2 using this method. Try to solve. It's fine if you're not able to, but Okay, so let's start solving this particular question. Okay. So what do we need to do? We need to return, question number 2 says we need to return cities where laptop was purchased. Okay. So what I need to do, select city from transactions underscore payment. Okay. This is something that we need to do. But what is the criteria? Where product underscore name should be equal to laptop. But I don't want to write it using this way. I want to write it using exists. So what will I do? I will say where exists. Okay. Now after this, I need to give a condition which it will only return those queries, those rows where this condition will sustain true. So what is this condition? The condition is that laptop product name is equal to laptop. This is the condition, right? So I will write down select star from transactions underscore payment where product underscore name is equal to laptop. So what will happen for those rows where this comes to be true, this will execute, this particular query will execute, right? And for those rows for which this does not come, it will not execute. Okay. So see, it has sorry, I need to run the whole query. So see, I got this particular result. Is it clear, everyone? Now, few more things to note is that we don't need to remember this is just a check condition. Okay, so you do not need to write star always. You can simply write down 1 as well. What does this mean? That for every row which where this filter comes true, just return 1. Okay, it is optional. I mean, you can use this or you can use star. It's up to you. Just to reduce the processing time, you just return 1. What it will do, that it will return 1 for every row which comes out to be true. Eventually our goal is just to test if these conditions are coming to be true. Okay, now comes the main difference, that why do we could have solved using in as well, right? Where we could have done in versus exists. What is the difference between these two? So when, let's say I write on this particular code, select city from transactions payment where product underscore name in, let's say, laptop, mobile. Okay. How does this work? Can someone tell me?
It's a comparing between two products.
So basically for your data, it will check all of the rows one by one which satisfy this condition, correct? So technically,
Yes.
when you use in, it executes your whole data. For example, let us say your data has 1 million rows. Okay, so it will execute all the 1 million rows. But when you use exists, what happens? Or let's say you select on laptop, just let's for a simple use case. But when you use exists, the moment it sees any, because remember, this is just a checking condition. This is not a condition to filter. This is just the moment it sees the first row where a condition evaluates to true, it will return you this. So even though if you have 1 million rows in your data set, suppose your condition meets true in the second row, your code will stop processing after the second row and you will get the output as this, right? And you won't run 1 million rows. So it will save your performance of your code. So it is, when we will learn about performance tuning, exists is preferred over in when you have to optimize your code. But the problem with exist is that for beginners it is really difficult to comprehend initially that what does it mean. And in is more intuitive. So start with in, but gradually as you start you start mastering SQL, shift your programming towards using exists. Anyone, any doubt in the difference between exists and in?
Oh, can you explain once again actually? Because I get that when we use in, we will check row by row. That I get that in like if we have a lot of data, then it have to be it will take time in processing all that. But in exist also the
No, in exist it will not process the whole data. The moment it sees first true, it will stop. It will not run for remaining rows.
So means like even after for the second or third, if it's true, it will not even check.
It will not. Tell me what is happening. Eventually we are executing this query when this results to true, correct?
Yeah.
So the moment it sees the first true, it's done. It does not need to check for other true because it is not executing this code. It is executing this code. Do you get it?
Then in that case, the result is not accurate, right? If it is in true in the
yeah.
first
Why
statement
result
itself
is
means,
not accurate?
no, in the first row you are saying if the result is true means it is stopping there itself and it is not going to the remaining records, right? Supposed to value all the records, then we have to it has to provide the result, right?
Yeah,
And
right.
result, right?
Yeah, so that's why the people who wrote the code like this
Mhm.
laptop where product name in laptop or mobile. Okay, people who wrote this code, that's why this code does not make any sense. Why? Because inside exists you are using in once again. Agreed?
Yes.
So even so let's say your data is 1 million rows. So tell me, will this code run first one time or 1 million times? It will run 1 million times
1
because
million times, yeah.
this is in. So this is not the right way to write the code. The people, everyone has written it this way. So this is not the right way to code in case of where exists, where you need to check if a particular uh, laptop was purchased or something. What you need to do, you need to introduce the multiple exists, like multiple and conditions. Okay. So what you will do, where exists this, okay, and something this. So it will evaluate to both of them. We will see those examples as we move ahead, right? But keep in this mind that exist stops executing the code the moment it sees first true. Any doubt, anyone?
Satvik, like while writing the exist code, you have written like select star or one, right? So in these questions, like we have to find that product name. So in exist, I have written like product name from transactions where product name is equal to laptop something. So is there any difference like we are writing star or one or like instead of product name
I'll
directly?
explain. I'll explain. First of all, let's see how to write this code. People who are asking, right? That uh, so you will do select. Let's say customer. We need to return city, right? City from transactions underscore payment. Okay. Where city or what? Product name. What's the question?
City only.
City.
Cities where laptop was purchased. Okay. Let's increase the question. Let's say where laptop or mobile was purchased. Okay, laptop or mobile, because we need to check, right, when there are multiple conditions in this, then how does it work? So where you will say, for example, customer underscore name in so you will say where exists, okay, sorry, exists, you'll say customer underscore name in transactions underscore payment, where product name in laptop, for example, where product name is equal to laptop, or then you will write down another query. Okay, we'll see this once you solve the question on website, right? So technically what is happening, it will either run this or run this. Through this you will be able to run the code till your both conditions are satisfied, or if you have an and, you will say and, because see, if it is one of the product, okay, it will execute, but if it has to be both of the products, you will say and. Okay, where it will test when both of conditions are true, or you'll bring more criteria, but we will solve these questions when like in today's assignment, once we see. But do you guys understand the concept of exists and how is it different from in? Any doubt in that?
Actually, for the exists, one of us asked the doubt which I still have is, when you said that it will stop executing at the first occurrence where the condition is true, right?
Yes.
So, but if it stops at the first occurrence, that means it won't search any further, right?
Yes.
So then how will it give the correct result is I'm still not understanding
So
actually.
you will use multiple exist condition there, where exists one, okay, and exists two, something like that you will give.
Okay. Multiple exist conditions. Okay.
When you have to ensure that all of the laptop and mobile should come, right? So you will use this as well, then you should use other condition as well, so that it gives you both. We will see, as I'm mentioning, once we get the questions, we will see that part.
Okay.
Sorry, I have a little confused on this. If you go with the searching laptop, then for a particular city, then if it is true for a first search instance, then it will give only one city name only. But for our case, we get a list of city names. That's where it is confusing.
I'm not getting your question.
No, you mentioned before it is, if it is a search, when using exist, then it will give first search, it will find it as true, then it will stop that execution of a query. So we are using laptop for finding some cities, list of cities. If it is first row, it is checking that laptop is there, it having Bangalore, then it will stop at that time. Then it will gives that result of Bangalore only. But in our case, it gives that list of cities instead of only one city.
I'm not getting your question, really sorry, please
Can you please go on that query? Can we check that?
Which query?
Before you write something, just a moment, I will paste. Yes, while using this query, we are checking for laptop for cities. The product name is laptop. If it is searching for first row, that in that first row, that product name is laptop, then it will gives that a city name only. Then
Yes.
it won't after execute the remaining queries. But by using this query, I can get that entire list of cities. That's where I was doubt.
No, so why are you getting entire list of? You're getting only those cities where product name is laptop.
Yes.
Think like this. So basically what happens, let me explain you even further. Okay. So what happens when you create a table inside a subquery? Suppose you're saying select city from transactions payment. Okay. Where now let's say you call this table T1. Okay. As T1. Where exists. Suppose you want those where, let's say, product name is laptop. So you say that where exists, select one from transactions underscore payment. You call is as T2. Okay.
Okay.
Where T1 dot, let's say you'll say where T1 dot customer underscore name is equal to T2 dot customer underscore name. Okay. And T2 dot product underscore name is equal to laptop. Okay.
Okay.
So what filter is it doing now? Tell me. So technically what will happen that, let's say this is your table. Okay. When you write this query, it will create two tables. This is T1. It will create another table T2. Okay. Let's say this is T1. This is T2. So what is going to happen is that select city from transaction. So first of all, let's go step by step. Select city from this. So let's say we are selecting city from this table. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. We are selecting city from this table.
Okay.
Where T1 dot customer name is equal to T2 dot customer name. Okay. So I am filtering only those rows where this row matches with this row and this row. And so what are the two conditions here? The second condition says that product name is equal to laptop. So first of all the product of laptop will be filtered out from here. Okay. So let's say this is filtered out.
Okay.
Let's say you clear this and you clear this. Okay. So you are remaining with only one row, which is laptop as per the filter. Okay.
Okay.
And from this, what is the criteria that you are filtering upon? You're filtering those rows where T1 dot customer name is equal to T2 dot customer name. Okay. So tell me, are you going to return this row also? Let's say this is laptop. Okay. Let's say customer is laptop. Are you going to return this customer, Madhav Chaudhary?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Read the condition.
But before in T1 and T2, it have that customer name.
Okay, let's say you filtered out from the
Okay,
T2,
after filter out, it won't work.
from T2 you filtered out laptop, correct?
Yes.
Let's say this is not laptop, for example. Let's say something else. Let's say ABC as well. Okay. now it needs to filter out from these rows. It will match with these rows and return only those rows where name matches with this name.
Okay, then
Agreed?
it will gives only one.
It will keep result only one, Ananya Verma.
Yes.
It will filter out these. It will filter out these. So what is happening when we are running the code? It is not technically not returning all the cities. It is returning only those cities which satisfy this condition. That
Okay.
your second table should have the product name as laptop, okay,
Okay.
and its customer name should match with the T1 customer name. This is called correlated subquery, where you use basically table names. We will see this again as we move ahead, that you create T1, T2, T3, multiple levels of tables while filtering out.
So
Okay.
these T1, T2, T3 are we are just kind of
We're just creating a copy of
conceptually
the copy. We're just creating a copy of the main data. Main table.
okay, copy.
So suppose we created five. Let's say we create 5 copies. We can create as many copies as we want.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now it is fine. Thank you.
Let's have a break. Let's have a 10-minute break, and then let's come back again to discuss this further. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Actually, that one part I'm still not getting. That one. What is it standing for?
This
One.
part.
Yeah. You just told
Select-
now that one. I
Select one from transactions payment. What is it giving? Remember, whatever you write after select statement, it is just what you want to display in the data. Correct?
But when should we use this? I'm not getting. Sir.
We use only in exist, because here I don't care whatever the output is. I just want a flag. If there is any output, if you just want to see that this query is resulting any row, then you just use one, just for a check. You can use 2 as well. It is not necessary one only. Choose 100, anything, any number. This is just a testing condition, that if this query results to any row, then this part should execute, right?
Yeah, correct.
So that's why we are instead, you could do select star from as well. It does not matter. But just to reduce the number of columns, I'm just using one. That if this query is true for any of the condition, it will return? It will return 1. And if there is any 1, it will execute this query.
No, sir, I'm not getting. Sorry.
What are you not getting?
See, it was fine up till the other, like when we say a where clause, where T1 dot customer name give as long as the customer name from T1 matches that of the customer name T2, and also from T2 we want the product name as laptop. That is fine. But like when you are saying select one, how is it like impacting? Means what is happening? I'm not understanding, sir.
What does exist do?
Exists just
Tell me
it
what
checks
is it?
whether the condition in the subquery is true or false.
True or false? Correct?
Yeah.
Right? If it is true, it will return something.
Yeah.
So that return I'm making as 1.
But
If it is not, if it is not true, will it return me anything?
No, nothing.
So that's why this is just a flag that I'm using, that if it returns 1 or any such number, then means this condition has met true.
Oh, means how we write the return statement, like something in like return that.
Just like we use return in Python, right?
Yeah. Okay.
This is just that part. This can be any number. It could be select 1000. You can use A, B, C. It could be any column name. But here, does it matter to me A, B, C? Tell me.
But see, like we have to return, like then what is the like then we are writing a where query also, where clause also, right, below that. Then how will we return the result? How should we see the result of that
Do
when
I
we are
need to
giving the
return result here? What is my objective of this part?
that is
What
what, right? I mean, want to return we want to like we are checking whether this condition is true or false, right?
Yes, if it is true, it will return something, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm writing 1, it will return 1 if it is true.
Okay.
If it is not true, will it return anything?
No.
No. That's what it is doing. Tell me, what is the confusion?
So, like now select 1, and this is, suppose we are supposing that this condition is coming out to be true. Okay, means the customer name from this table is matching here, and it found the correct name as laptop. So how will it return the row? I understand it's a flag, but we need to
We are
return
using
those.
this to return the rows now. We are not using this.
Yeah, select runs at the last. So then what is the like just flagging or what? I mean, just like okay, now this is a flag. This query is, this condition is true. So when can you please execute this so that we can understand this
It,
part?
if I execute it, you will not be able to see this.
We
Wait a second.
hmm.
You will not be able to see what is happening. Let's say I do.
But this is still like this still meeting the purpose, right? Right now, which you just ran. Like keeping the query same, yeah, still it is serving the purpose, is what I'm saying.
I'm not getting your question.
No, I just means now you're saying select 1, but when you're running this query, it is still giving us a cities right here
Yeah, so
in the.
because it is returning this, whatever output is controlled from here, output is not getting controlled from here.
Okay.
What's the doubt then?
So okay, now so basically now when you said select 1, that means the condition is met, it is true, and now since it is true, it will say that select city, so it will give me the city name here.
It will execute those rows which meet these conditions.
Right. Okay, got it now, I think. Yeah.
This is just a flag. If this
Flag,
condition is true, it is 1. If it is not true, it will not execute. That's it. You can do star. It will not change your output.
Correct. That is what I said. Even if you write star or 1, it is still serving the purpose. That is what I said.
Same. Does not matter whatever you are writing here.
Okay.
Any doubt, anyone? Let's have a 5 more minute break, then we can discuss. Is it this clear to everyone? What is this one for?
Can I ask one question, like not related to the topic?
No, you can ask for sure.
So actually, how can we create an empty table with already existing table?
Empty table with?
already existing table.
What does this mean?
Like there's a table, like transaction table, and we want to create an empty table, a new table with all the same columns but no rows in it.
You want to create an empty table. Okay. You go to database, just simply copy it.
No, as in SQL with SQL query.
With SQL query, you need to copy. I'm just thinking, what was the copy command? Just I forgot. Let me Google it. Just give me a second.
So can we do an export or something? Means
I mean, why you want to go that big way? There should be some.
No, I'm just asking because these questions are asked in interviews and all now. So.
Did someone ask you this?
Yeah, as in it was an old interview. Sometime it happened back.
Yeah, so I just saw this code. Even I forgot. So it says that create table, let's say T2 as select star from this, okay, where 1 equal to 0. This means you are not copying. It says, I mean, I'm just checking. I forgot, right? So let's do select star from T2. Yeah, this is created. So I'll just paste this code.
So what is this condition doing here basically?
This means that you are just copying the structure, not the values. If I do where 1 equal to 1, let's say I create a table T3. Let's check it. If I do this, then I think it will just, yeah, it will copy everything. Okay.
But sir, is it a own dependent table or like?
It's a new table. It's a new table.
It's a new table. So whatever changes might be happening in T1, it will not affect the.
It will not affect it. This is just a new table, a copy of the table.
Sir, can you have any idea of how to get Coursera courses for free? I mean, like I have heard that in New York you can mail one of the, like I don't know, like is it an institute or something? But I have mailed one of the institute which gives like Coursera account or Coursera free courses till 1 year. Do you have anything like?
I think it gives to students for free. Sometimes you have to mail them. You need to ask that I want it for free for some duration. That's all I know. I mean, I know a couple of people who give Coursera subscription for a year for very cheap. If you're not able to find, you can use them as well. I mean, that's all I know.
Udemy is getting like expensive, man. Like
Why is Udemy expensive? Udemy is so cheap.
Udemy?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when the sale goes on, like most of the time.
Why do you purchase individual courses?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Take subscription of 1,000 rupees a month.
Okay, from India I have to take, right?
From India you have to take it. You can access it in US.
Yeah.
That's the best way. And people are looking. Yeah.
1,000 rupees per month, and in that, like you can access to all the courses, right?
Access to 90% of the courses. Only few courses, very limited courses are which are not there, but most of the courses you will get.
But what if we don't complete the course within 1 month? Then we have to pay another 1,000 for the next month.
Of course, it's a subscription fee.
Yeah, okay.
But think like this, na, you paying 1,000, you have access to all the courses. And suppose you are for next 6 months, if you take, you're just paying 6,000 rupees, and you can split it with someone. Like for example, 3 people can buy together. Okay. So it will cost how much? 333 rupees per month. Just like you share Netflix subscription or something like that. One person purchases it and you can share. In my opinion, Udemy is cheaper. That's what I think. For free, I have not used Coursera much, to be honest. So, I mean, I don't know. But for Coursera, you can check if they give for free. You can check some college, your college sometimes provide subscription for 1 year for free.
Yeah,
or
but
maybe
at least from India, we could have applied for financial aid. Audit the Coursera course, but Udemy doesn't have any of the option for like applying for a financial aid. Because I've applied to many financial aid in Coursera courses, and I've got like what 2 or 3 courses for absolute free that I've just posted on LinkedIn. So that was a good use case of Coursera, but in Udemy, it doesn't like have any support regarding any financial thing.
Udemy does not provide that. Yeah. In Udemy, like after a month is over, you don't have that course. Like that course is just for that subscription period. Like once your period gets over, you cannot access it. That is also the case. So you will have to like it's kind of monthly subscription with Udemy. So
So do you have you ever heard about Forage courses?
no, I have not heard. What is that?
Yeah, Forage is also one of one of the platform which offers like good courses. Yeah, Forage.
I am hearing for the first time.
Yeah.
But Udemy and Coursera courses are good. I mean, I'm not sure about
Yeah.
all of the platform. Like you can get courses from anywhere, but problem is about the quality.
Quality, yeah.
But I will recommend this only, that share subscription with someone, and it will cost you very cheap. Like how for a year it will cost you 2 to 3,000 rupees only. So if you just share it properly, and in USD, how much it is? $25-30 for a year. So I mean, I'm not sure like if you are ready to spend that much, but like those things you can try. Otherwise,
25 to 30 year you said for Udemy.
year, yes.
Like
Simple thing. Take 1,000 rupees per month, right?
yeah.
Get 2 people from the group. There are a lot of people who are looking for. So there's like Priyanka also on in this call. So she's also looking for someone who can share Udemy subscription with her. Okay, so she can buy, for example, subscription from India. Okay, let's say she buys a subscription for 1,000 rupees, and you guys share. Suppose you just find one more person. You 3 people share that subscription fees for a month. Okay, and it will cost you 333 rupees per head, or 334
Yeah.
rupees per head, right? And you'll have access for the whole month, and you can decide a minimum period that okay, I want for at least 6 months. You guys can have it for 6 months. So for 6 months, how much did you pay? 1,500 rupees, which is technically $20, right, in
Yeah.
US. So that I think that is sustainable. That's what I think. But again, it's up to you. If you're
But the
ready to,
3 members should be at least like coordinative and should be like
Priyanka is, I'm sure about her, but you can check, and there are a lot of.
yeah.
She also was also looking for someone that who is ready to buy courses. But you can find someone else as well. Like there must be a lot of people who are looking in the group. Just find 2 more people so that it's easy to share, and people who, and just discuss that okay, I want for a minimum 6 months, so don't back out before. Yeah. So you can, like, she's texted. You can connect with her after the call. Anyways, guys, so let's start with the discussion. I think everyone is back, right? Okay, so let's do one thing. These two are your homework. Question number 3 and 4 are your homework. Okay. For now, open the practice website. We will solve one case study of 10 questions. That's all for today. Okay. And then we will continue tomorrow for the next part. So open the practice website. Go to question number 91. So
91.
91. So we have to solve question number 91 to 100. Okay. So there are 10 questions. Both are of all are on same case study. Okay. 91 to 100 we need to solve. All are medium questions only. These are based on subquery. Okay. So let's solve the question number 91 first, and then let's go question by question. Okay. And remember, these two are your homework. Question number 3 and 4 are your homework. And you have to solve using exists only. Okay. Try to solve it little bit, research about exist, then try to code. I'm not teaching them right now because I want you guys to Go back, study a little bit about exist, little bit more, and then solve these questions. Okay. Remember, exist is optional. It is not always necessary. Okay. But yes, it is more effective way to code, I will say. But yes, let's start with question number 91. So you have like, I'll say, let's have a stopwatch. You will have stopwatch on the website as well by first week of January. You will get a stopwatch in here as well, where you can just simply click and you will get a stopwatch. So stopwatch. Let's see what is the expected duration for this. 6 minutes ideal time. Okay, so let's have 6 minutes for question number 91. Question number 91. We have like 6 minutes or 2 minutes are over. 4 minutes remaining. This is the question, and this is the scenario. You can read if you want. And these are the this is the expected table. This is the main table. Anyone who is able to solve?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Are you getting the green light?
Yep.
Okay.
This is like after such a long time from morning, I have got a green light in the very first question.
Because
I'm
the
so
website got fixed today
happy.
afternoon only.
But it's good. Like this website is so amazing. Like it literally helps you in practicing and understanding each and every concept. So I'm really thankful for this website. Even though like I get frustrated by the fact that it's not showing me accurate answer, but then it also forces me to just think and think in such a way that you need your each and every query in a perfect way. That helps me actually.
Yeah, I mean, you know that I have to get this right.
Yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah,
you write the query and
yeah,
like someone suggested, I'm also adding so this website is completely built by me, right? And
yeah.
this solution part, right? You will not be able to. So I am adding text solution first. First, I want to upload 1,000 SQL questions. Okay. Once I've uploaded them, then I will add solution. So there will be text solution available. But someone gave me a very good idea on group that it will not be accessible initially. So suppose you are attempting the question for the first time. Okay. Unless you have spent 15 minutes on the question or you have submitted 3 answers, you will not be able to access the solution. So that you forcibly you think.
Yep.
Then this AI help will also, for example, whatever code you have written, it will tell you what, like if you ask it, like where you are going wrong, what it will not give you the direct query. It will
Yeah.
tell you, teach you basically that how you can improve this question. Those things I'm yet to add again. I mean, it will take some time, but let's see.
So can you add some kind of like intelligence like how we use in Power BI for every function? I know it's difficult and it's like too deep, but yeah.
Intelligence as in,
Like if we are using
wait a
some
second, guys. Time is up. Time is up. Yeah, yeah. Please tell me.
yeah, intelligence function as since like if we are using a sum function, then there should be a short description why we use sum like aggregation for the whole total. If you are using average, which means like average is used to having like you know
Where you want to see that? Like I didn't get where you want to see that.
no, I'm just saying when writing a query. Yeah, yes, when writing a query, yeah. So select like yeah,
If I give option that you write down select and it shows you what does some do.
yeah,
Problem is that people will get hint. I don't want to give
yeah,
hint
yeah,
what
yeah.
exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, who is able to solve? Who is not able to solve? Guys, be frank with me if you are not able to solve. Okay. What is the problem? Who is not able to just comment not or just raise their hands? We'll discuss. What is the problem that you guys are facing? What is the challenge? Guys, you need to tell me what you are facing. If you just say not solve, how will I get to know?
Yes, I tried to use subqueries, but it is showing group by error. So I need to work on this where I was
Okay.
missing. Just a little
Let's see this
confused.
query. Okay.
Sure.
This query is posted. Let's read the question. Identify teams with a win rate percent higher than the average win rate. Okay. Win rate percent that is higher than others, than the average of all them. So what do you need to do? Suppose you have this data. You need to find, first of all, what steps shall we do? Tell me. I have this data. First of all, I will find what is the average win percentage of my whole data. Correct? And then I will check for which column is my win rate percentage greater than that. Now, what is wrong with this query? Can someone tell me? Even those who have solved, tell me what is wrong with this query.
So actually, I didn't get his query exactly. Like, first of all, he has not used.
They're saying where win percentage is when win percentage greater than. So she's filtering out all those rows where win
All those
percentage
rows,
is greater than average of win percent, and then putting that as filter. That is what is asked in the question, that identify teams with a win rate percentage higher than the average win rate of all the teams that played in the World Cup tournament. So tell me what is wrong with this. If I run, this will give incorrect. Anyone, guys? Guys, debugging is also, I'm also adding a few set of questions where debugging questions where there will be an incorrect code and you need to correct them. You also need to learn the art of debugging. So tell me what is the problem with this code. Logically, I think whatever, I understand what is this code is trying to do, but syntactically it is incorrect. And what is that incorrect? So tell me.
I think average value we couldn't find it. It is a dynamic. So
Why? What does this query do? For World Cup, it is filtering those rows where win percentage is greater than average of win percentage.
yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So what Sakshi just put in the comment, what does this do? This code, tell me, what will this code do?
Okay.
It will return multiple value and we are using is equal to.
Return multiple rows, columns, because you're doing select star. So technically what you're doing, you're saying where win percentage is equal to multiple, there are 5 columns, let's say, where win percentage is equal to the table. Does that make any sense?
No. Yeah, which means it's providing more than one value.
It's not only about more than one value. When you're comparing win rate percentage on the left right hand side, you should also get win rate percentage. You should get a number, correct? You compare a number with a number. You cannot compare a number with a set of columns. Yes or no, guys? Tell me.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let me just show you. If I do this, let's say whatever the query is this, okay, where win rate percentage, where tournament equal to World Cup, something like this. This is giving me a columns, and I am comparing this column with a percentage. What is the percentage? This is, for example, win percentage. Where is that column name? Win percentage. Will this be equal to 60? So technically, I'm saying this is equal to 66.67 example. Does this make sense?
No.
So what? So how can I correct this query?
Instead of the star, you should mention that column.
Instead of star, you should return win rate percent. Now tell me, is this still correct or there is still problem in this?
No, I think still problem.
What is the problem?
The where clause, we cannot use the aggregate function.
Exactly. You cannot use aggregate function directly in the where clause. Okay. So let's discuss the right way to write this SQL query. The right way will be, we have to get, let's go, what is our expected answer? Select team underscore name, comma, win underscore rate underscore percent. Okay. From, what is my table name? Esports
tournament.
Esports underscore tournament. Okay. Where? Now question says, win rate percent has to be higher than what?
Average win.
It has to be higher than the average win rate of all the teams. So the average of win rate that is present in this particular data. Okay. So what is the average of win rate? How will I get that? Can I tell me? Can I do this average of win rate percent?
No.
Why?
For executing from after that it will go
I
back.
want to hear for those who are saying yes. Tell me how. Guys, tell me. First of all, tell me in comment whether this query is right or not.
No
Yes,
column for average win rate.
No, it's incorrect.
What is the reason? Right now, we are at which level? We are at where clause.
Where?
During the where clause,
Oh God. No,
there is
sir.
no
No
aggregation.
column has been made it as average win rate
Exactly.
percent.
So how can you do this?
Using a select subquery.
You'll use a subquery here.
Subquery.
Okay. So what you'll write down and you'll say select
win rate percentage.
Average of win
Average of
rate
win rate
percentage from. Remember, it has to be a standalone query. Okay. From esports tournament. Okay. Where, or you can simply write on where is a variable tournament name. Tournament underscore name is equal to world underscore, sorry, it is world space cup. Okay. Now I got the right result. Is it clear, guys? How to do this? So this required.
Can you repeat why can't we use average of win rate, like a reason?
Who asked this? Okay.
It's okay.
If I am using average of win rate percentage, tell me, how does the order of execution work? When we use where clause, where these filters are applied, on the main table or the aggregated table?
On the main table.
Yeah, those who know, it's fine. I'm talking about it. So tell me, where will this filter be applied? Do you remember the main table and the aggregated table concept? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I was speaking on mute. So it will work on the entire table, like
where runs on the entire main table, not entire table, main table, the first table. In the first table, is there any column name average win rate percent?
Okay.
Revise. I have told this earlier. You cannot use aggregate function in the where clause.
Okay.
Reason, aggregation is done after group by. So before group by, you cannot use aggregate function.
Okay.
You use having for that. Okay. I mean, don't mug up this. Remember the concept. Then it will help you.
Okay.
Okay.
Clear.
Anyone, any doubt? Is it clear, guys? Question number 91.
I solved this question in a different way.
What, in which way?
I solved it while using exist, and
that is also true. If solved through exist, that is also fine.
Yeah, I have done the order by and limit by 3.
But why did you do limit 3?
Yeah, I just because
then you got lucky technically.
Yeah.
You didn't do it right away. Okay, I'm posting the code in the chat box. Please use this only. Guys, tell me this thing. Are you guys forgetting whatever we discussed? Because I see these things that what is the problem right now? Are we rushing to do? I mean, if you want, we can have break for a couple of weeks where you guys practice everything, right? But make sure
One
you
week
practice.
break.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. We need a break. Actually, I'm not able to cope up with this. Actually sometimes I have to watch your recordings, watching your records, and try to understand and make the notes.
वही मेरे को
So
भी
it's
वही
very
लग रहा है, हो
difficult.
क्या रहा है कि the level of participation and responses I used to see earlier is not happening right now. Since I started subquery, because a lot of people got confused. Now
Yes,
point is
sir.
Yeah.
Actually, it started from after completing of group by and order by. We have done that now. So after that, we have to introduce some new queries, and that order of execution have been disturbed right now.
Sir,
Actually, I
sir,
mean, how to use that case statement, where that case statement should be there. What was this? What was the order of execution and that all? And every
sir,
time I try to practice in the data science website, there always comes an error. So that's why I was not practicing that time.
sir, can I speak?
yes,
Yeah,
please.
Yeah,
sorry.
Ashish, I feel bad for you and for everyone, but I feel that the order of execution in the group by section that you taught was according to me and for me was personally well taught, and I completely understood because you took your comfortable time and you made us understand. So I am fine with that. I'm not talking about anyone else, but uh, what mattered everyone the most was still for the date section, date and time. Yeah, I can say that after date and time it little became
Yeah, it
I can
became
say that, but
little hard after date. Yeah, correct.
yeah, after heavy, but till group of execution and before that everything was for me was very clear and clearly instructed, and yeah,
And inline also.
I'm very satisfied with that.
See, it's
I'm
not.
also
It's,
saying that
I'm telling you.
everything was cleared,
I'm
but
telling you
until
this instruction wise thing is that I can teach you. For example, I taught you a function. Anyone can teach you a function. For example, that how does this work, but how to apply in the question, right? That comes with practicing questions. That comes with debugging. That comes with discussing why you're not able to solve it, right? I totally understand that. So there are two methods to this. That either you finish all the concepts first, right, and then you start practicing question one by one, okay, or we take a break and you. But problem with break is that the moment I say there is a break, I know most of people will not practice. Okay, this is what I have seen. So what should I do? Tell me. Like, I am ready to discuss that. What can I do to basically help in your learning? But
One suggestion is like what we can do is like once suppose today you're teaching subquery, okay, and
yes,
so far we have like completed say three or four topics like before subquery, and we are in the mid of subquery. Then after you teach subquery and we do certain some examples of subquery, we can just revise, go back and throw us random questions which are covering previous not more, just three or four or five, and we will keep a timer for
tell
every
me this.
question. So like
Why have I created practice
Data
website?
science, yeah.
What is the reason I'm uploading 200 questions there?
yeah.
Yes, I completely agree with you.
But
Like
what
there's
happens, sir? One thing, like here, this is amazing. Whatever you have created, we are also going. But the speed at which we should be solving now, and individually when we go to solve now, then we are finding it like difficult. So we are.
When did I say that you have to solve in time limit only? Time limit, forget the time limit initially. I'm not asking you guys to solve under
Uh,
8 minutes. You can take 20 minutes as well. I'm not initially, I'm not putting any filter that you need to solve under 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Those things come when you prepare for interviews. Problem is that when I teach you something, how many of you go and attempt the website questions?
I
Even the
do, but
sign.
only few I'm able to attempt, and then actually what happens, I get stuck. Then, like I get in middle, I get jumbled up. Like where should I use, whether this I'm using subquery right or wrong, and then like going back to the concepts, and it is getting jumbled up. Actually, that is why it's taking time, and I'm able to solve like few questions only. Like for me, it's happening like that. Others, I'm
You
not
know
sure.
what are how are others? What about others? What is their where are they stuck up, or everything is going fine? Let me know, please.
same problem. Same problem I'm also facing.
Sir,
Okay.
everyone should speak. Let everyone speak now.
Yeah, please, everyone, please speak. I mean, just picking 2-3% will not work. I want to hear from everyone. If there is a common solution I can take out, I will definitely do. Right? See, practically, giving solution in video, like in class to every question, is not possible. Okay, to be honest, I anyways have to record solution for them. It will take time, but uh, okay, it's going good before subquery. I mean, see, few topics are there which are difficult. I mean, anyone can, does not matter whoever teaches you, right? It's not about that. Thing is that you know subquery. Main thing comes. Okay, let others also speak. First of all, we'll see. Can others also tell me, like, is it going fine with them, or they feel confused, they feel jumbled? What is the status?
Like, it's just another question. Like, still, did we had any update on the website? I saw it's all
I
70
have
questions.
updated it.
Again, I
You'll
lost
see.
everything.
You'll see correct answers now.
Yeah, again, I lost everything. I have to start from first.
Yeah. So again, I'm saying don't save anything on website right now because it is in development phase, right? So
Okay.
save your attempts in a separate GitHub. Once it is uploaded, once website is completely ready, I will myself tell you that now your progress will be saved. Because for whatever right now, don't depend on website for saving your progress. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, I've saved it in GitHub. Okay, thanks.
Sorry.
Anyways, I have copy in GitHub.
Yeah, just copy in GitHub parallelly
Yeah. I
and
have it.
refer
Parallelly,
to that for few days. Do that, please. I mean, because I am updating on a everyday basis.
Yeah. Correct.
See, yeah. So see, there is first point is that, guys, you need to understand this fact that if it were everything were that easy, right, you would have understood. You would be knowing everything by now. First of all, you need to understand this. Okay. Thing is that SQL is not that easy. What I'm trying to basically help you understand on a conceptual level so that you actually practice. You are able to solve the questions. So you need to first of all understand this fact that level of SQL will keep on increasing from day. Like it will not be those basic questions that we were doing. That okay, just to select ABC from this and where this, where that. Everyone can solve those questions. Okay. Now, how you can compete in an interview? You need to first of all understand the question, as I mentioned, comprehend it, that what it is asking, then write the correct query to generate the result. Okay. Now, the good thing with SQL is that there are limited concepts. Like there is subquery, there is CTE, there is window function, there is joins. If you know all these concepts, you are good with 90% of the problems. Rest are basically string functions, date functions, which you need to know a little bit while solving. So let's come up with this. Okay. I know that if I give a break of 1 week, no one is going to utilize it. I'm very sure about it. Okay. So like, what is the guarantee if I give 1 week break, you'll finish all these
No,
points?
No,
break. I believe break won't be a good option because you are very right there. Because we'll just stop working on it. Maybe.
It's human tendency. Like I remember when I got break from my company on 20th, I planned so many things I will do by 27th, and last 7 days I have done nothing. Okay, so
So,
it's a
sir,
human tendency.
so one suggestion here, this break thing might means will not work. So what I'm suggesting is like all of us who are joining the class, right, like regularly. So few of us, like the doubt session is there on Thursday, but what we can do is we can plan only one day, internal of us only who are participants, plan one common time and we can solve together. Maybe only 5 questions or 10 questions together, and so that what will happen, what we are not able to solve individually alone now, then in group by discussing we can get clearer and we can
Exactly. Do you guys even talk to each other? No one talks to each other, right? I'm not saying. I mean, okay, it's you have personal life. I'm not expecting too much, but
uh,
a community should be there to learn. Okay.
Sir, but we don't know each other. But then, at least for 1 hour, we can come together. 1 hour in.
Okay, if you don't know each other, it's fine. You don't need to know bank passwords of each other, right? You simply need to talk. Hey, I'm stuck with this. I'm solving this question. If both people are, if both of you are on the same page, stuck on the same problem, right? You can discuss that. Correct. Everyone. It's always who steps first. Everyone is looking for the partner only. Okay. In the sense that study partner. I'm not talking about other things. Okay. So do one thing. See, question targets I also give. I give that I
Yeah.
told that you can solve up to 50 questions, you can solve up to
Hmm.
80. Now I told after this week you'll be able to solve up to 200. Okay, I know 200 is lot. I'm not asking you to solve 200, right? But make sure you are solving at least 10 to 15 problems a day. Tell me this: how much solving one SQL question take? For example, 15 minutes on an average. If it's a difficult question, if you're spending too much time in discussing here and there, 15 minutes, right? So
Yeah.
means per day 8 questions you can do, correct? 2 hours. I'm only taking 2 hours. Okay.
Hmm.
If you are serious about learning, you can spend 2 hours per day easily, I expect. Okay. And of course, for every question, you're not going to spend 15 minutes. Some questions you'll be able to do in 5 minutes only. Okay. And as you move ahead, you'll be able to solve the questions very quickly. So do this thing only. Come in, a WhatsApp group is there. If you're not comfortable in that, create a separate group. Ask me, I'll create a separate group, okay, of discussion. Okay, solve in that, put a target that okay, today we have to solve 5 questions. Everyone please post their solution, post their approach. Don't put queries you can get from internet, chat gpt, everyone can get it. It's not about knowing. Tell me, when I explain you SQL code, do I simply give you the SQL query here that okay guys, here this is the SQL query, please accept it? I teach you through table. Why do I create this table? So that you're able to visualize things, right? So you need to, first of all, I have not yet taught the art of solving problems where I will teach you how to draw these tables and all this, but start visualizing from that level. That first of all, understand simply how things will work in Excel. Okay, once you're able to crack that, try to implement that in your code. And don't set big targets at 10 questions per day. Let's do simply 5 questions, 3 questions. Even 3 questions are more than enough. All right, but 3 questions should be difficult one, not the easy one. Something like that you can do. Okay, or if there are 10 questions, if you go to the website right now, there are easy to medium questions only. Remember, these questions which I'm uploading right now, I've only uploaded the questions which you can solve in a particular order. If I show you, for example, let's say if I show you this part, I have this 100 list of question of SQL which are extremely difficult. I have not uploaded them yet. I have only uploaded this part, these 200 questions, which are in a particular sequence in the way I'm teaching. Okay, so use 10 questions per day. Okay, finish them from the practice website, discuss with each other. Those who you, and again, I told, so sorry, I'm taking a little bit extra because I think this is more important than me teaching you something. That the way you solve a SQL problem, that is the biggest problem. I'll tell you, 90% of the candidates, what they do, I told at the start of the lecture as well, that you go to the question. Okay, for example, you write down something, select star from this, you run the code. Oh my god, incorrect. You take a screenshot. Satvik sir, I am getting an error. What will Satvik sir do? Think like this. You need to learn debugging. Why are you not getting it? Why are you not getting? Why are you getting an incorrect result? Read this statement. Okay. If it is not clear, do one thing. Simply try to see. You have something. You need to create this from this, right? Try to break the codes, try to write down the code so that you can, how can you know that where you need to reach here, and this is your starting point, right? So try to code whatever you know, that how can I reach to this particular point, and then you start learning code yourself, and then you start basically breaking that what wrong I'm doing, what wrong, what I can improve, and that's how you will learn coding. Okay, because me telling you a solution, what will happen? Okay, मैं तो बता दूंगा यार, okay तुमने date function गलत use किया है, but that needs to come from you inside, not me telling you that you have used date function incorrectly. Okay, so always take the question, break the question meaning, then see, okay, I am starting from here. how can I reach to this table in multiple steps, right? Then write down basic, write down small. Why I have given this button? I could have given this button directly. I have given this button so that you can check the output of your intermediate result. That okay, I see that okay, my query is incorrect, but suppose मैंने run किया tournament, okay, esports underscore
From
tournament MENT from, sorry,
business.
okay, it's esport, not EP sports. Okay, I ran this. Why I have given this table? That you see that okay, I have to get this right now. I'm at this, so this is not the right. What I need to do? I need only 3 variables: team name, game title, and team ranking. Okay, then I will filter only those 3 variables. Then I will again see okay, what else I can do to reach this. So you need to think logically. This button is given for that reason only, that you can run individual code and see where are you at right now and what else you can do. Okay, so spend time, read the question, don't instantly look for solution. If you look instantly solution, it is not going to help you. Oh, in interviews, I'm telling you, they will I'm just sharing my personal experience. I gave an interview, SQL interview only this year only. Okay, they gave me a very complicated interview question. I was just not able to decipher, right? I mean, I knew a lot of SQL concept, this and that, right? But I was just not able to comprehend. And because I was not able to comprehend, I was not able to write that because it was a very complex query. Okay, in interviews, these things can happen. And sometimes your handshake, sometimes what happens that I have written the correct query, but output is not coming. Those things will come in because in interview, remember this, you will be under time pressure, right? Whatever you're solving right now, think that in interview you will be performing at 30 to 40% of that because of stress, because of whatever issue is there. Okay, so train yourself that hard. That's why I'm giving so many questions. For example, if you go to any, let's say you go to Data Lemmy or you go to Stata Scratch, they have given only 100 to 150 questions. Am I a mad person that I'm giving you 1000 question? I'm giving 200 question only based on aggregation. There's a reason. The reason is that the more you practice same concept again and again, it will go deep in your mind, so that it's not about solving a question correctly once. It's about making sure that you never solve it incorrect, right? That is how you should approach. Enough of the lecture. Sorry, I mean, I didn't mean to say that, but this is the approach कि मुझे तब तक practice करना है जब तक मैं गलत ना करूं, मुझे तब तक practice नहीं करना है जब तक मैं सही ना कर लूं. That is the difference. Okay, is it clear to you guys? So please so the approach is that, and form a group. I will create a group today only. ठीक है, set your target. भाई 200 क्वेश्चन है, 10 क्वेश्चन पर डे भी करोगे तो 20 डेज में खत्म हो जाएंगे, राइट? अब जो नहीं कर रहा है उसके पीछे मत पड़ो, ठीक है? 6 उठाओ 10 क्वेश्चंस एंड डोंट डू मल्टीपल थिंग्स पैरेलली. अगर मैं सीक्वल कर रहा हूं आज तो मैं सीक्वल ही करूंगा, ठीक है? मेरे को डेटा इंजीनियरिंग नहीं करनी है, मेरे को मशीन लर्निंग नहीं करनी है, मेरे को कुछ और पावर बीआई नहीं करना अभी. फॉर नेक्स्ट 1 month आई विल ओनली डू सीक्वल, ठीक है? 10 क्वेश्चंस पर डे आई हैव टू डू, and I have to discuss. When you're posting in a group, you have to post your approach, not your query. Okay, remember this thing. Query सबको पता है. Query मेरे पास सारे documents पड़े हैं. When you ask, मैं तुमको, I send you all these documents to you that okay guys, this is the solution. I have for every question I have this. I have query as well. I can give you directly from here. Why have I not uploaded yet? The reason is this only, that I don't want to spoon feed you. Okay, so again, enough of the lecture. Sorry, but I'll form this group. I'm not going to take lead. Someone from you only take the lead. That okay, we'll solve question number 20 to 30 today. Okay, or set a date that okay, we'll solve. If not per day, what you can do, create a challenge for three days. That okay, in next 3 days we have to solve 30 questions. Does not matter whenever you're doing. You do today, tomorrow, or day after tomorrow. Okay, but you have to solve 30 questions in 3 days. And these questions are not difficult that you cannot solve in 30 days. Like 30 question in 3 days, you can easily solve. If you feel it is too much, reduce, make it 15 questions in 3 days or 5 questions per day. That is fine. मैं 20 दिन की जगह में 40 दिन में सीख लूंगा, not a problem. Okay, but daily practice, and while solving, you need to put your approach, you need to put your thought, not the query. Remember this. Okay, and discuss on your approaches, that why this approach is incorrect, why that approach is correct. Unless you start doing that, you will not learn. Okay, so yeah, so now I'm finally stopping. Any other doubt, please tell me. Yes, for next 1 month or 2 months, focus on one thing. I was about to launch a machine learning course in January 1st, but I realized that if I do that, my focus will be diverted. So I decided that, okay, I will only do SQL course. Okay, machine learning I will do later. Because even when I have to teach you, I also have to plan before the class that what I'm going to do. These questions I need to prepare, a lot of things I need to do. I cannot like deviate from what I'm teaching, right? Same for you. Don't go in multiple boats. Simple, decide that this course is going up to January end, and practice that. And after that also you can practice. I mean, website to hai hamesha hi, but make sure you practice. I mean, again, मैं कितना ही बोलूं, eventually comes like this only. The way you are practicing question, that is going to make the difference, not that how much questions you are practicing. Okay, you can solve less questions, but make sure while solving less questions, discuss approach. जैसे मैं पूरा बताता हूँ कि ओके, पहले प्राइमरी मेन टेबल होगी, फिर एग्रीगेशन टेबल आएगी, एग्रीगेशन टेबल के अंदर ये वेरिएबल्स होंगे, एंड दैट्स वाई सेलेक्ट अप्लाई होगा, दैट्स वाई हैविंग होगा. when you think constantly for over 10-15 questions, वो concept आपको पूरा mind में बैठ जाएगा. ठीक है? So that's what you need to do. I mean, someone take initiative, start this thing in group, and please follow this. Because I can say, okay, let's take a 1 week break. I have no problem. But I know it's not that I'm teaching for the first time. I have faced this earlier as well. The moment I come after 1 week, you guys will even forget whatever we are doing today. That's the reality. I'm telling you. So, yeah. Let's continue with it. Anyone, any question or doubt with this?
No, sir.
Does it make sense whatever I spoke, or it was just
Yes, sir. Completely.
ठीक है? Coding ऐसे ही improve होगी. That's how I have improved my coding, SQL and Python, right? I only know SQL and Python, but I know it very well. And how I have learned, I'm just telling you my formula that I just use this way. I follow this approach only. That I first of all always practice under timer. ठीक है, आपको timer में मत करो, but a competition is always necessary. Why you think I'm creating that part? Remember, I showed you that competition part where you can challenge each other online. एक time limit में you will be. Why am doing that? I'm doing that way only so that आप time limit के अंदर जब सामने वाला एक होता है ना कि सामने वाले से better करना है, healthy competition I mean to say, you bring your best. Okay, so when everything is at stake, you will bring your maximum thought, and then you will realize whatever is missing, what is not missing, and you will improve that way. Okay, so let's move ahead with the next question. Please solve question number 92.
Satvik, unable to submit the 91st question. When I run the code, it is giving the correct answer, but when I'm submitting it,
let me check.
Yeah, for me also it is giving incorrect this thing with the same query.
Incorrect?
Yeah, incorrect result I'm getting.
I mean, like when I run the code, it is saying correct. Please submit the code, it is saying, but when I submit it, it's not.
Let me check. This is the code you are using, right?
Yeah, the query what you pasted na.
मेरे में तो correct आ रहा है.
Please try to submit that. Okay.
अब मैं जाके submission में देखूं तो आ गया. Can everyone check this if they're able to submit this thing? If I put in discussion, let's say paste this code here. Yeah.
Yes, submitted.
Can you submit? Can you see this in discussion if it is loading?
Yes, it is loading. Just want to ask, have you deleted that previous statement, the one who is getting an error?
Which I?
No, I mean, Shweta is getting an error. Actually, whenever I was also getting an error before.
Delete everything from your screen and only paste this code.
Yeah, the previous the code that I have written, I have commented that, and then I write
Yeah,
that.
comment that code and then run this. It will run.
But that time it was not able to run. I mean, after commenting that previous one and
Okay.
writing
I
that
mean,
one.
remove that code then. Just run this.
Satvik, even I tried copy pasting your query from the chat box, but I'm unable to submit. I'm getting an error.
What is it showing?
Error executing query type error. Cannot read properties of null.
And you're getting this correct here?
Yeah, when I run the code, I'm getting the correct.
It's I will check it. अभी भी submit का वैसे कोई point नहीं है because anyways everything will be deleted. But I will check it. Okay.
Okay, and Satvik, like I have requested you, can you like enable the next?
Yeah, it will be enabled. Like so, those changes are going on by 6th or 7th. You will see a lot of changes. Okay.
Thank you.
Now please solve the question number 92. This is the last question for today. I don't want to stretch too much. Please, first of all, I'll create a group. You guys decide how you guys want to do. Okay. So let's do this only, that you are taking, decide set. How many questions are fine for you per day? Like 5, 10, whatever, how much you want to do. I mean, see, on a personal level, you can do as much as you want. But at least whatever you decide, you should do this much minimum. Okay, in a group. On a personal level, you can do as much. That's up to you. So I think 10 questions are good, right? Anyone who thinks less than that? So let's do one thing. I'll create a group. Okay, someone take a lead. I'm not going to decide that person. Anyone who wants to take lead can take that. And uh, do one thing, take a lead, decide the 10 question, do from start. Like there are 200 right now, so 1 to 10 kar lo, ya 11 to 20, like do whatever you want. Okay, just make sure once those questions are finished, you know them completely. Okay, understand their logic, working, everything. Okay, and discuss among each other. That is the best way, because I am not available 24 hours. Okay, so but others are, so discuss among yourself. Anyways, so please solve question number 92 first, then we will see. Then we will see that. Solve question number 92 first. This is the last question for the day. Okay, that's good. Please solve question number 92. Last question for the day. Should be able to solve. This is Also, today we have not studied any new concept like apart from exist. Tomorrow we will do joins and some string functions. So tomorrow we will have more of learning that has rather than practice. Okay. So tomorrow come with that perspective. Who is able to solve the question? Anyone? One minute remaining. Who all are able to get the right result? Please put in comment box. I see only one person. Anyone else who is able to get the result for question number 92? No one? Anyone? When you so you're like Jayant, you're able to get the green light, right?
No, actually, I'm getting one extra row.
So yeah, make sure you're able to get the green light. Then it means you are able to get it correctly. But yeah, please post your query as well. We will discuss them. So time is up, guys. Tell me, others who are not able to solve, please tell me what trouble you are facing. Like where are you stuck right now? Tell me your thought process. Like where are you stuck right now? I need to know that.
In the subquery, I'm stuck like what I'm imagining is like thinking like in the subquery I want so basically the highest pool price in each game title. So
92 कर रहे हो ना? Okay.
92.
Yeah, please tell me.
So like I'm confused with the select like in the main query, like what I've said is select team name and game title from the main whole table, that is the and the price pool USD, and in the subquery I've written again another where clause where I have taken a max of the pool price pool USD. But like I'm not sure whether this will work or not. It's not working actually.
So for me, like I'm able to get game title and the price pool USD, but I'm not able to fetch team name.
Okay.
There are 3 columns that needs to be pulled.
Team name,
So-
can't you fetch that from the table?
Like I'm able to get I'm using group by in this match, so I'm able to get game title and price pool USD with these 3 rows, but I don't
Okay.
know how to fetch this team name also.
Let's go step by step. Okay. Others, please tell me. I mean, see guys, मैं personally इतना time नहीं दे पाऊंगा हर question को आगे चल के, right? So you guys need to speak up, or you guys need to tell in the chat box, right? Because if I keep doing that way, then this course will go till May 2025. Okay. So please, you should voluntarily put wherever you are facing the problem. Okay. I cannot get the team name. Okay. Okay, few people have told. So how many of you are able to get the green light? One is Jayant, and anyone else? Okay. So only one person is able to get it, right? It's fine. Don't worry. That's not a problem. Okay, Sakshi is also getting. Anyone else? Okay, it's fine. I mean, I just wanted to check. Let's come here. Let's try to tackle this question through a logical step. Okay. Question says, let's read the question. Retrieve the teams with the highest prize pool USD in each game title. Okay. So let's first of all copy the statement. Again, I know while solving questions, you don't have this much time, but I'm trying that how you should think. When you're not able to solve, take as much time as possible, but think in a structured approach. Okay. So let's say this is the question. Retrieve the team names with the highest prize pool in each game title. So if I think that what this question could mean, this will mean that team name with the highest prize pool in each game title. So it is talking that how my table will look like. My table will look like that I will have a game title, correct? So technically it is saying I have a game title. I have multiple game titles. Let's go to the. I'm solving the way you should think. Okay. Retrieve the team names with the highest prize pool in each game title means they want something in the game title. Okay. So there will be a variable game title which will have a lot of values. Let's see what all values are present in the game title. So let's go to table, and game title has a lot of games. Okay. So let's do one thing. We'll do select star, or we'll say select count of star from esports underscore tournament. How many what is happening? Sports tournament. So I have total 33 rows in the data set, correct? And let's see how many game titles are there. Okay, select distinct game underscore title from the table. I see I have 3 game titles. What does it mean? I see I have 33 rows, and I see I have 3 game titles. What this could mean? I have 33 rows, and I have 3 values in the game title. This will mean that there are multiple rows for each
game
group.
title.
Agreed?
Yeah.
Anyone, any doubt till now? Okay. So my table will look something like this, that I will have 3 game title. For example, let's say game title 1, game title 2, game title 3. Okay, I'll have 3 groups. Inside each, I will have multiple rows. Does everyone agree with me on this? There will be I don't know how many rows, but there will be multiple rows inside each group. Okay. Let me just create it right now. So now the question says that retrieve the teams with the highest prize pool in each game title. So what do I see? That in each game title, okay, there I need to retrieve teams with the highest. So there will be a variable prize pool, correct? It will have some value, for example, 800, 800, 600, some or 400, something like that. Within each group, what I need to do? I need to get those rows where price pool is maximum. Is it clear? In this, I need to get those where price is maximum.
This will
In this,
be,
I need.
yes, means for every group game title, we have to find the highest price for each GT, that group.
For each group, okay, I need to find those rows where price pool is maximum. Now there can be multiple rows in each. For example, let's say talk about G1. Okay. In G1, let us say there are 5 rows. Let's say this is G1, 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 G1. Okay. This is, let's say, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, and row 5. And this is a price pool, let's say 800. This has 600. This has 400. This has 800. And this has 200. Okay. Now tell me, what do you want? Retrieve the teams with the highest prize pool in each game title. So how many of these have what is the highest prize pool in this particular row column?
Okay.
800. 800 is the highest, correct? But the problem here is that there can be multiple rows inside each group. It can be this or it can be this. So what I infer from right now, that I have a table which is across 3 groups, okay, and in each group I have to return those rows which contain the maximum price pool. Is this much clear? This way of creating we will do in ranking once we do window functions, right? Then these things will be more clear to you. But right now, just try to understand. Is this much clear to you what we are trying to do? So let's say this was our data set. What we are trying to get from this, that we have to group our data in across this particular value, and inside each I might need to return 1, 2, multiple depending upon the price pool. So I need to get the maximum price pool in each group. Correct? Is this much clear, guys? Anyone, any confusion? So let's go towards the coding part. So what we have to do now, with this information, I'll try to code myself. Okay. So first of all, team name, game title, and price pool we need to return. So what I will do, I'll say select. Now tell me, what is the primary key of this table?
Team ID.
Team ID or team name, you can say. Okay, let's read it. Right. So each team has an ID and each team has a name. Okay. So if I do select team name, tell me, will this be distinct for each of the row?
Yes.
Then I do game underscore title. Okay. Game underscore title. And what else I need?
Price
pool underscore price underscore pool underscore USD from esports underscore tournament. Let's run this much part. Okay, I need these. I need these three variables. So I have got this much. Now, what is the condition? The condition is that retrieve the teams with the highest prize pool USD in each game title. Okay. So from this, I'll say where price pool USD, okay, is equal to. Now think this. I will do select max of price underscore pool underscore USD from esports tournament. Okay. Now tell me, will this be the right query or not?
No.
Why?
We need maximum from each of the game title.
So we
We
need to
need
do a
maximum
group
for
by.
each type of game title, correct? So what I'm going to do now is that do you remember the T1 T2 concept that I did?
Yeah.
So what I will do, I have this particular table that I need to create. Where what do I have? I have three groups. Okay. So for example, let's say I have this group 1, this I group
Sir,
2, and
sorry to interrupt. Actually,
yes.
here I have this thing that can't we do a group by?
If you do a group by, tell me what is the problem with the group by?
No, I'm not sure what is the problem, but I'm thinking that it is like
If you do a group by, what will happen?
it will group with the game titles, right? Group by on the game title column.
But the problem is that we need to find in each category maximum. This max could be less than this. This max could be less than this. I need to find a maximum within each group.
Okay, got it.
So that's why directly group by will not work. If I just do a group by, here, will it work? It will not work. Do you understand why? Yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, we need
You
it
didn't-
internally within the each group. We need to find max.
Yeah, where are we calculating the maximum within each group in this code? Tell me.
No,
This code, what is this code doing?
this is doing across like this will take it from across all the
data.
combined, yeah, whole
Correct.
data.
It is not doing uh, for each row in turn, for each group, correct, technically. So what I am going to do now think like this, okay? From esport tournament, let's say this I mention as T2 and this I mention as T1. These let me tell you first thing. These concepts questions will be much easier when we do window functions, okay? But for the sake of learning subqueries, we need to learn this, okay? Now what is happening that I have created two tables. One is my main table and I've created a copy of my table once again, correct? Is this much clear to everyone till this point? Now I'm saying select maximum from this where T2 dot game underscore title is equal to T1 dot game underscore title. Now I will get it right. Tell me, do you understand how does this work? Yes, no, maybe.
Here the second table is dependent on the first table, so it would be like a correlated subquery kind of, right, Satvik?
Yeah, so what we are doing, we are selecting when game title are same for these two tables.
These two.
So technically what is happening? Okay, let me tell you on a very basic level. So let's say this is my table. Okay. Let's say this is my table. Let me copy it in Excel and let me show you. This is another technique to do these questions, which this is called correlated subquery. This is a strategy to solve questions. I mean, this is not some concept. Still, let me so price pool USD. Let me clear this and let me move this here. Now listen this thing very carefully. Okay. So we had this table, correct? I created a copy of this table, another copy here. Now let's read the code. The code says that select team name, game title, everything from this particular table, okay, where price pool, I'm putting a filter on this price pool USD is equal to, I'm going row by row, okay. Is the table size visible? Okay, I'm going row by row, okay, where price pool is, I'm selecting. Now remember this thing, if I just select the max, what is going to happen? It is going to select the maximum from this data, correct? Let's say the maximum is 9150, so it will compare with 91550, which is maximum against the whole data, right? And it will try to filter. But I don't want, I want that within each group, so within each game title it should compare with this particular table. So what is it going to do when we write down this query where t2 game dot title is equal to t1 dot game title, that for this row it will only compare with those rows where game title is, for example, Dota 2. Okay, so now data filter. Okay, I cannot filter here, otherwise it will go. For example, let's say I remove this one. I remove this one. And I remove these two. So what is happening right now, that for this particular row, okay, read the query. Select team name this from the main table where price pool is equal to, select maximum from the T2, select the maximum from this table where T2 dot game title is equal to T1 dot game title. When we put this condition that game title should be same, means it will, for this row it will compare it will get the maximum from only these rows, not through the where game title is something else. And through that way I'm filtering only those rows where for each I'm filtering only rows belonging to a particular game title. Is it clear or just went bouncer? Internally,
but again, using this query, it will go row by row, right? It will check each and every time, it will
yes,
execute row by row.
it will go row by row. Okay, it will select the max, so it will execute on the left table row by row, and it will try to have this condition with this. So only those rows where t1 dot game title is equal to t2 dot game title, okay, it will compare this with the maximum of this. What's the doubt? Tell me, what's the doubt? Internally, how internally it is working like this only. Is it clear to you guys?
Yeah, now it is clear.
Anyone who is having doubt? You can put as many. So this technique is very useful. Okay, remember this is a problem solving technique, or like technique to write SQL codes. So there is no I will say there's no formula for this, but technique is like this only, that what you do, you create, generally in 90% of the questions you create 2 copies, just like I created 1 copy here, okay, and I created second copy here, and you start filtering based on that only. Yeah, you can call it a grouping technique. Yeah, it's fine. Now let me tell you, once you solve, if you're not able to understand it, don't worry, just watch the recording once again. I'm telling you, in future you do not need to use this. There is very simple technique you can use simply using, I'm just showing you right now how you can do it simply through window functions. What we will do in future is that we will sort the data first of all based on game title. Okay, you take the data, sort, let's say by game title A to Z. So क्या हुआ कि मेरे पास हर गेम का अलग अलग आ गया. Let's say this is the game, this is one window of my game 1, this is my second window of my game 2, okay, this is my third window of my game 3. So first, so we use the concept of partitions there. Okay, we will use the concept of partitions. Now once you create this, remember what is the question says that retrieve the teams with the highest prize pool in each game title. So when you say highest, so what we will do, we will create a rank function. Okay, rank function mein kya hoga, you will create ranking internally in this group. So for example, this will get a rank 2, this will get a rank 1, this will get a rank 3. Similarly, for example, this will get a rank 1, this will get a rank 2, this will get a rank 3, this will get a rank 4. Okay, now this will get a rank 1, this will get a rank 2, this will get a rank 3. We'll create in future like this type of variables. Okay, so suppose you do 24 and you just create a rank variable. Now what you need to simply filter, once you create these ranks, you simply need to filter where rank is equal to 1. So what will happen, that you will eliminate this, you will eliminate this, okay, and you will eliminate this, then you will eliminate these two, and you will eliminate these two. So what happened, you see, you got the maximum price pool USD in each group. Okay, so this is that easy when you start using ranking functions, but that we will do later. For now, just try to solve using subquery, because in companies when you will go, lot of codes are done using subquery. Okay, so you need to understand that what does it mean. I'm just telling, like in companies you will see lot of nested subqueries like this, and you will get that what is it exactly doing, right? So from a writing code perspective, window function is a very powerful technique, but you need to know subquery, you need to know how to write this type of code, because when you have to debug big codes in future, it will help you in understanding. Is it clear? So do one thing, even if you didn't understand, try to create these two tables on your own, then see row by row. So this is what I mean, that first create these questions in Excel, think how it is going to execute in Excel. Once you're able to understand that, coding will be much easier for you guys. Okay, so as I mentioned, the window function aa jayega, things will be more easier for you guys. But yeah, subquery is also important because sometimes in interview they can ask you, okay, write using a subquery. So you should know that how to write a subquery. Okay. These are called correlated subqueries, where you create copy of each table and you start comparing between those two tables, and that is a very efficient way of coding. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. So that's it for today. Let me know if anyone is having any doubt in this part. Again, we didn't do new concept today. Yeah, we discussed couple of techniques, like we discussed exist, we discussed correlated subqueries. Okay. Tomorrow we'll study joins and all that, but joins is still simple. I mean, eventually after joins you need to know this subquery and all that, so this becomes very important. Yeah, anyone any doubt, please tell me. I am done for today's class. Yeah, sorry for like stretching along today, just that I wanted to cover these particular concepts, and like wherever you are facing problems. So what you should do now, uh, don't still think again. I'll create a group, solve 5 or 10 questions per day. Okay. And don't create challenges which are impossible to do, like aaj 20 kar liya, nahi. Think what is sustainable. Choose less questions, but make sure you are able to cope up daily. Okay. And do you guys want me to create a group for this course group people only, or shall I create a group across the data science community so that others can also join in? I mean, you guys let me know how you want it. uh, I'll create that way, and you can have discussions there. So that's it from my side. Sure, I'll create only for you guys, right? And let me know if you guys have any trouble and question regarding today's class. These are techniques. I mean, as I mentioned, जैसे मैंने technique बताई correlated subquery वाली, okay. Try them on different questions. Create Excel. Time initially per question ज़्यादा time लगेगा, but no problem. You have to learn. And I take guarantee, if you are able to solve all these 200 questions, आपके सारे concepts clear हो जाएंगे. You don't need to do anything else after that. I take this much guarantee. Because I have, मैंने एक क्वेश्चन को भी 3-4 बार रिपीट किया है डिफरेंट वे में सेम कॉन्सेप्ट को, सो दैट यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड डिफरेंट वर्जन्स ऑफ द सेम क्वेश्चन. क्वेरी सेम रहेगी, बट क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड इन अ डिफरेंट वे, so it becomes how you understand it. Okay, see, I took almost 30 minutes to explain this particular question. All right, you don't need to take that much, but thinking logically is you should be thinking logically like this. Okay. Again, yeah, let me know if you have any question. I'm done for today's class. Yep. So those who are, you can drop off. I mean, the class is over. Thanks again for joining. And if we have a career counseling session today evening, if someone is interested in joining, you can join that. Tomorrow we will continue with the
What
joins.
we will be considering in that counseling session, like what will be there?
It's just that people are stuck at different stages in their career, right? So what you should be doing, I'll try to create roadmaps for different paths, and we'll be discussing what you should be doing, what you should not be doing. So it's mainly that. If you are sorted, like if you are clear what you're doing, you don't need to join. Okay, guys. So thanks again for joining. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Satvik.
No problem. I'll create a group. Please be serious. Be punctual on that. Like whatever number of questions you decide, and like solve it in the time limit. Still, after a lot of discussions, when you're not able to solve, then bring those questions to class or doubt sessions. We will have them there. And no one has any question, right? So shall I close the meeting?
Yes, sir.
Next week we will have, not this week. I mean, this week I was busy. Next week we will have.
Question related to the PPT that you had given, like.
We'll
uh,
have that next week. I mean, this week I
Okay.
was not available, so we'll do that next week.
Okay.
But you can post on group. You can ask others, right? If I'm not available, you can ask others as well on group. That whatever problem, like, even you can discuss among them. I will conduct session this. I mean, next week. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys. So have a good day. Enjoy your weekend. Okay. See you guys tomorrow.